Alright, and we're back with another 2v2 game. This one in particular sets Team Blue, which is not a clan unlike in the last one, with Marines and Orcs versus Chaos and Marines. So, build order pretty standard, going for the Chaos Space Marines first rather than Heretics, tac squad, and Ice is going for a double Slugga boy build. And apparently, Ice and Captain Riku have played past games or something. I don't know the context behind this game. I just know it's a pretty high level, like 50s to 60s level kind of game. Ice is being very self-depreciating there. Slugga Boy's running back from the Chaos Lord. Apothecary and Tech Marine for the Marines, and a mech for the Orcs. Mech capturing that point. A little fight going on here over the control point and power. Basically Marines versus Marines, pretty equivalent forces, but the Apothecary, with its healing ability, will probably end up ahead in this match, especially after Tech Marines forced to retreat. Scouts already forced to retreat by the Scout Squad combined with the mech. And here we have the Chaos Lord running around along with his Marines capturing the power point. This power point has been captured and generated. This one's still contested, now being captured by the Scout Squad while the Marines recap that control point. Blue a little behind on control points, but that's apt to change. Shooter Boys as his third building. Meanwhile, the Chaos was going to swing south, now going back around this way, because he spotted the mech. The mech with the Slugga Squad, he figured he could probably take that. He's probably right too. This generator not built up, this one also not built up. This one right, ooh, Marines making another attack squad. Going pretty heavy into the tier 1 for red team. And I guess they're just hoping to be able to gen harass their enemies to prevent them from going tier 2. The Heretics have already been upgraded with their grenade launchers, making them very good against infantry.
Allied infantry destroyed.
And what have we here? The Sluggas are forced to retreat by the Chaos Lord, and the Shooters will probably be forced to retreat as well. There's just too much chaos here protecting this gen farm. This gen farm fully built up to 3 gens. This one not built up at all quite yet. Fight going on over here, over the point. Here as predicted, these are suppressed, but they will not be able to do that for long. The Orcs will have to retreat.
An ally has
and
taken a
here we go,
point.
the Shooter Boys are running away. And the Apothecary is down to the 2 Tech Marine squads down here. Tech Marine and Tech Marine take the day. Meanwhile, Apothecary is down. Assault Marines coming in for Captain Riku, preventing the capture by these Tech Marines and engaging them in melee, where in general Assault Marines will have the superior odds. Scouts going on a capture mission here, being grenaded by the Heretics, who are also on a capture mission. Meanwhile, over here, 2 Tech Marine squads push back the Slugga Boys yet again. Slugga Boys do not have a chance against such powerful weapons. The Shooters, they might be able to do some damage, but also move back after the strength of that position was realized. The Tech Marine squads moving forward to support the Mech Boy and the Medic. Medic being revived by the Mech Boy. Our Assault Marines overextended themselves into the wave of Jaracz reinforcements. And here we have his entire army, 2 Techs, Scouts plus his commander, all in one place, building another Scout squad. Going very heavy tier 1 for the red. Artificer armor and the combi flamer. And a def gun. For the Orc, no gear for the Apothecary quite yet. Slugga Boys sort of standing there. Gen Farm coming under attack for blue. Built it up right in the middle. And, ooh, Mech Boy teleports back. And this gen farm probably going to go down to the onslaught of the Chaos with their 2 Marine squad and grenade heretics. Big battle going on here. Apothecary almost going down. Slug of boys engaging to the north. Scouts and tanks versus scouts and tanks. With scouts being forced to retreat, the assault marines are pushing those marine squads back. Very good in melee range. Very nice knockback on the jump. Scouts being pushed back, and the Chaos forces coming in from the north in a pincer attack. In the end, red takes the field. In the meantime, the orcs are trying to be sneaky, going up north, and probably going to be taking care of this gen farm down here. Let's see, do they have the flamers? Not quite yet. However, both people on the blue team going into Tech 2 due to their Tier 1 not being so heavy as the red team. Red team getting more war gear for their heroes, and orcs going with a Deft Dread to take care of this heavy infantry concentration that's being fielded by the red team. In the meantime, TAC Marines and Chaos capturing down here. Probably going to swing north afterwards. And the heretics and the scouts trying to take down the gen farm instead of the generators and capture it. Orcs are still up at the north, harassing the gen. Got 2 generators down, going for the 3rd. In the meantime, these slug boys trying to capture that requisition point, and these scouts capturing the control point, but really just being out of place. They are kind of outmatched. In the meantime, swinging through to the north with the assault marines and TAC marines. Very good. And the Deft Dread is coming up to support the orc forces. To the north, the slug boys being forced off the gen harass. Generator being rebuilt. In the meantime, the Chaos are pushing to the east, west. Got that one backwards. And the Dread pushing back the Chaos Lord. Heavy squad right there. Chaos Havocs. And the Deft Dread is attacking their cover, probably going to take out their cover, and they won't really stand a chance. Chaos Marines attacking the capturing Sluggaboys, forcing them to retreat, and taking back the control point and the cover. As you can see, Team Blue is very coordinated here, taking back the points. Yet again, another large Space Marine fight down here with TACs and Assaults versus 2 squads of TACs, backed up by Tech Marine and Scouts. The Scouts have been upgraded with shotguns, making them good in close combat. And yeah, Scouts dying to the Assault Marines, very powerful stuff. Tech Marine got his plasma gun as well. In the meantime, we have a battle of TAC versus TAC here. However, the Apothecary support is invaluable, especially with the full war gear that the Apothecary has now, with the bolter, the armor, and the medical equipment. And this TAC Marine squad has been upgraded with the Sergeant. So very nice for them. Red team finally going for Tier 2. Jaracz building a plasma squad to try and take care of this Deft Dread here that's going for the Gen Harass. Stick bombers to try and counter the mass infantry yet again. Good choice by the orcs. In the meantime, Librarian, very good for supporting a heavy army such as this one. Since on this map, the way it's made, the squads tend to stick together. Red pushing out again with his tanks. Meanwhile, at the north, the Deft Dread keeping the chaos very contained. Sluggaboys coming in to back him up, help with the gen bashing. In the meantime, Red has set up his TAC Marine squads and is waiting for Blue to make a move. Up north, the chaos is going out, being suppressed by the mech. Mech forced to retreat by melee. And some bombardment apparently going down, some grenades from the heretics probably. And he is building a Bloodletter squad. Fast melee attackers. Fact of the matter is, the Deft Dread would do just fine against them, so I don't know what the point of that is. In the meantime, let's go down here
One of our structures.
and see how the Marines are doing.
Adding support structure.
Red has pretty definitively taken
Adding
this
support
area
structure.
for them in the meantime.
Adding support structure.
Plasma cannon
We're losing
devastators have a
power
very
node to
long
the
range and a knockback on their attack, keeping this area secure from incursion. At this point in time, Riku is just outmassed by the amount of forces, activating time distortion on his assault marines and moving in for the kill. These TAC marines now have the sergeant. Assault marines getting pretty heavily hammered and almost going down. Those need to retreat right away, or else they are dead, and dead they are. Rebuilding those right away. Building a commando squad. Oh, that's pretty bad, actually, come to think of it. I wonder... The orcs have taken some heavy losses. I mean, their Sluggaboy squad is down, their Shootaboys are low, and they've lost their mech and their stick bombers, which makes me wonder what happened up here. Interesting indeed. Oh yeah, I can hide the UI as well to make it look pretty. Anyways, where were we? Right. Chaos taking the center point while shooting at the gen. Not really terribly much of a threat. Riku is going to have to push back here. Very heavily defeated, losing his squad. These guys at low health. Apothecary probably going to be forced to retreat as well by the plasma of the Tech Marine. And here we have Red taking all 3 cap points after being brought down to 27 victory points.
Our allies' commando has fallen.
And here we have the typical game rage that always happens. And the mech boy doing a wonderful job of support, taking care of these bloodletters here. And the slug is just pushing constantly, taking 2 model kills on the bloodletters, 19 hit points left. Will they be able to finish them off? Probably not. The Chaos Lord is going to be giving these Shooter Boys some trouble, with the mech boy already being forced to retreat by said Chaos Lord. The gen farm is back up over here. This entire time, Blue has been controlling this gen farm, basically, so they're doing very well on power as compared to their opponents. And building a battle wagon. Where are the commandos? Up here, along with the mech boy, running back from base. In the meantime, the Chaos is pushing to try and hold this area. And his teammate, the TAC Marines, being pushed back here even after deploying a Tarantula turret. Turret coming very close and killing the Apothecary. Ooh.
The chapter stands with you.
It's pretty bad. Red reinforcing. And the Black Marines and Scouts are trying to take out this turret. Scouts losing a member there, going through the line of fire. In the meantime, Slug is transitioning up north. Chaos Space Marines upgraded with the axes. Left to capture, now going back on it. Orcs are retreating back to their base. And the battle wagon comes out. Truly a ridiculously deadly super weapon. And that's what you get when you go to tier 3. And now comes the Knob Squad. As we've seen them before. Very strong. Blue taking back this bottom capture point. Red pushing in with the Marine squads, suppressing with the grenades and the Plasma squad. Plasma very strong for support. Not that great when the enemy's moving, but otherwise pretty awesome. Power point has gone to Red. In the meantime, the battle wagon is taking care of this Chaos Lord. He's not really doing anything to its massive amount of HP. Another squad of bloodletters coming out for the Chaos Marines. And now the noob calling goes in the other direction. The mech commander teleports to block this hallway with his machine gun and falls back due to grenade pressure. And now the orcs are probably going to be pushing back with the battle wagon and all these troops after the capture. And here comes the battle wagon to take care of the bloodletters. Mech Boy being surrounded by the bloodletters, but when the Nob squad comes in, that forces a retreat. Nobs are very powerful in melee. Pretty much nothing else can stand up to them. The Red Marine squad is still turtling this point very well, setting up that plasma and using his TAC Marines upgraded with the plasma along with the Tech Marine for very nice support, upgraded with sergeants as well. Even the Librarian's support ability here, not good enough. He's going to lose another assault squad here, it seems. And no, managed to run away the Apothecary, though. Not looking too good. 8 hit points. Man, that is close. And Librarian using his time distortion in that past battle. And here comes the battle wagon just steamrolling through these forces. Large amounts of infantry. And being pushed back just by virtue of not having enough support. 700 hit points, and the bloodletters are just tearing into it. The battle wagon is going down. There it goes. Where's the Nob squad? Oh, it's back at base. What a shame. Those Nobs definitely could have turned the tide of that battle. And if we check on our situation down here, we are still in a Mexican standoff. Marines versus Marines. A Red sitting very comfortably, basically reducing Blue's victory point lead to null. Look at that, 27, and it used to be to 300. The orcs calling in their special, rocks coming down from space on these squads. One of them gets out, and the heretics are almost dead. Will they die? Nobody knows. 6 hit points. They may be able to get away after the ritual. Devastator Plasma Squad coming out for Riku as well. Probably after seeing what it did for the Red Marines, he decided to get one of his own and jumps behind the turret to take that out with his assaults. In the meantime, not pushing forward. Wow. I thought this would have been the time to push forward, but apparently he's just letting his assault marines dry. The commando squad going in stealth, very sneaky, gonna see what sorts of harassment they can pull off. In the meantime, the Nob squad coming into the middle to help out against these melee Chaos Space Marines upgraded with their battle axes. It looks like the orcs are pushing middle, and oh my god, 8 victory points. What a comeback by the red team. Mostly because they managed to cement bottom very well, and the Chaos managed to kill that mech boy. Losing that mech boy and then the battle trailer. And then, yeah, the orcs just lost a good amount of units, more than they should have. And obviously the early loss of the assault squad hurt, and he just lost another one. It's not like he's hurting for resources, he was just probably saving for something or other. But yeah, in this case, the plasma turret defense here held up very well, and controlling that point, the Chaos were able to push back the orcs up here, and the Marines stayed at the bottom lane, really did not assist their teammate a lot, so that is quite sad. Also, the Nob squad was not around when they were needed to help out that battle wagon survive. So yeah, just very unfortunate that that happened. I mean, if anybody was a betting man, they would have bet that the team that was like 300 points ahead would have won, but they didn't. And that's the beauty of this game. Is that basically if you start playing, there's all sorts of comebacks, and that was a very, very epic comeback. It looked at the beginning like blue team was going to dominate pretty well. Red went very heavy into tier 1, delayed their tech 2. But even so, once they did go tech 2, they were able to push blue team back. So quite phenomenal play by them. Interestingly enough, winning on the resource score, amongst other things, and as you can see, the Chaos Lord did very well pushing back those orcs up in the northern lane here. In the meantime, the Marines were at a standstill in the bottom lane, so quite well done there. And the commander score, Riku just lost his apothecary quite a lot there, so that probably contributed to it overall. Anyways, that's the end of this cast. Thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't.